With
Yeah.
the early result on your mind today, I mean, you started pretty much your full complement out there.
Yeah, we knew that it was going to be a very hard game, and I think it played out the kind of game that we expected. So this season in the CPL, Pacific is probably the more solid defensive team, and they had this attitude today too, playing very compact and very low, and they were trying to counter, and you know, I think in the first half we were too stubborn in trying to do something that was very difficult, and so at the end of the first half I told the guys that we should have played more balls in behind the line to threaten more, especially Daraluk and La Jeunesse playing with the wingers in behind, and it paid off immediately, to be honest, because we had a great chance with Brian and where Emil made a fantastic save, and then with another rolling the ball, we scored a goal. So yeah, I think yeah, we won deservedly so, but the game was very tight, very intense, and it's always hard to come here and play, and I'm satisfied by the effort of the guys.
Hey, Benny, Sports Talks with Justin and Jamal here in Victoria. You guys have had a lot of things going on. You've been in Vancouver. Your players currently are in other tournaments, in the Euro or Copa. How do you keep you guys focused on a night tonight in Langford, which again is an away match for you? How do you keep the guys motivated for this game tonight? To me, both teams a little bit of a slow start, but the rest of the match was really exhilarating. It seemed quite wonderful to me. How do you keep the guys motivated for a game like tonight, as the Armband gets passed around from Gaul to the Big V? Like, how do you keep them going?
Yeah, tonight. So the main thing was like we are 3 games away now, 2 games away from winning another trophy, and it was imperative tonight to do a good job in order to set us up perfectly for the second leg. We did a good job, and so yeah, that was that was the main motivation. The other thing is that the fact that even in, it's already a semi-final, but also it's a derby, and we know that when we come here, it's always a little special and a little. Of course, they give 110% instead of 100%. So that's the way that we motivate our players. And to be honest, the response in terms of effort, being concentrated, doing the things has been really good. And I'm really satisfied with the effort. We could have done, in my opinion. I agree with you. I don't know if it's a slow start or it's more of a not understanding what we had to do in the first 15-20 minutes, but the second half was actually really good.
Agreed. Thanks, Benny.
We're going to Michael now.
So, Benny, I don't know how much you looked at the game elsewhere this afternoon with TFC and Forest. Did you use that as another
I used that as a motivation. I said, actually, we were watching the game right before and when I was doing the speech before the game, they were still 2-0. So, yeah, I told them I used that thing and also the second leg that we played in Vancouver against Cavalry, when we, to be honest, our performance was so bad that we risked to get out. And so that's the reason why. And I told them this is the most important game on the month of July for us. Point. That's it. That's pretty simple, because any other game in the MLS, of course, we're gonna go Saturday in St. Louis and win. But if we, by chance, we're not doing a good performance, we had another 15 games that we can play. Here, if we make like mistakes in 10 minutes and we lose 3-0, it was over. So that's the reason why we had to be very concentrated. And I'm happy that we can start the second leg. I gotta be honest, I don't even remember when we play. I know it's the end of August, but I don't even remember when we play. The second leg ahead of them and being in control. It's not gonna be easy, not even in Vancouver, because they're gonna come and try to win. But it's better to be 1-0 up than 1-0 down.
Money about that gap. What is it, like 6-8 weeks? 6 weeks?
Yeah.
It's a long gap.
Yeah.
Like usually it's 2 weeks at max.
Yeah.
What do you think about that?
Yeah, unfortunately, it is what it is. It's not ideal for the, I would say, fairness of the competition. We can play each other in 6 weeks, and maybe we have new players. They have new players because of this, so that's it's a little strange, but it is what it is. It's again, it's the Leagues Cup. It's a little bit disruptive in terms of scheduling, but the only thing, the thing that I like that is positive, it's that it's longer, the period of the Canadian Championship. So last year we won, and the final was in June, and I don't think it's ideal, to be honest. I like if the final is in September or October at the end of the season. So that's the only thing that this kind of delay brings to a better conclusion, in my opinion.
But would it be maybe better to have single knockout with more teams rather than this?
I don't know. I like even the home and away, so like every team has the possibility to play in front of their fans. I like the I don't know. I would play even maybe the first round as a group, so maybe everyone can play 3 games, and every CPL team can have at least a big rivalry game against their MLS team that they don't play. So yeah, I think we are 14 teams now. I hope that we are able to get to 16 maybe in the future. So yeah, we can do like starting with home and away from the first round, and or maybe doing a little group for the first round and so on. Yeah.
Group is a good idea.
Yeah.
You go AGR, then we'll go online.
Just 2 for me, Ben. I guess first one, you mentioned earlier, trying to get in behind Pacific's
Yeah.
fullbacks and just crossing more.
Yeah.
Is that part of that as well? They have 4 central midfielders. Was that also maybe an emphasis, just kind of taking advantage? They didn't have true width on the field either?
Well, the thing is that they were playing with this box, no? 4 box, and the 2 strikers were very wide. I think it was intelligent in the sense that they were trying to find a space where we naturally leave the space free with the back 3. I think that defensively we did very well to not make them exploit this kind of structure. I think that offensively in the first half we lost the opportunity to go there and play with our 8 going wide and do 2v1 against Adaluk, 2v1 against Derek on the left side, and playing in behind. The second half we did it. Like a lot of times Ryan was drifting Goldie. I told him to drift with more wide, and he was creating a pair with the wide players. And I think that is the reason why we created much more chances in the second half than in the first half.
And of course, Galt scores. He's in incredible form. Like 7 goals, 6 assists, 10 games. How hard is it to leave him out of the lineup when the schedule is so busy and you got games?
Yeah, it was supposed we were like discussing, because he, to be honest, in the last 3 games also he took like 75 kicks on his body too. So that's we were discussing. Then yesterday he told me, no, I'm feeling well, I can play it. So it was a no-brainer to play him. And again, today was imperative to play the best team possible, because we knew that it was going to be, for a lot of reasons, the field is a little shorter, the balls are different, that it seems nothing, but it's a lot, and of course the Pacific played a good game.